Hello, everybody. It is Monday, March 30th, and welcome back to the Nick Watkins Show. I'm Nick Watkins. Let's get into it. We're going to start today with some college basketball. Man, what a game yesterday between Duke and UConn. This was the final two games of the Elite Eight in the March Madness men's tournament. Let's talk about it. Duke was up big time. They were up by a ton. The biggest lead, 19. They led 44 to 29 at half. The second half, 44-28 in favor of UConn. Now do the math there. That's one more point for UConn in the first and Duke in the second, meaning that UConn won the game 73 to 72. How did it happen? Well, Duke was up three. Okay. UConn goes down and gets fouled. So they get free throws. By the way, they are on a massive run at this point in the game. Just completely just storming back into it. They're they closed the gap 15-5 run. And with that one free throw out of two by Damari Jr., made it with 10 seconds to go, 72 to 70 for the Blue Devils. Now, the ball was inbounded. Duke, all they have to do is just hold on to the ball, and they win the game. They can get fouled. Well, they wouldn't win the game, guaranteed, but they would have a better chance to because you can just take the foul, you know. You can make two free throws and go up by two scores. Or if you make one free throw, you can still at least get to overtime. Instead, Boozer turned it over. He turned it over. Caden Boozer, not Cameron Boozer. So the younger brother, I think he's younger. I believe he's younger. Or are they twins? Oh, they are. All right, cool, whatever. He turns it over, and it's stolen by UConn. They get the ball to Mullins, and Mullins drained one 35-foot snipe to basically win the game. I mean, it wasn't a buzzer beater, but there were zero point 0.4 seconds left on the clock when he hit the shot. The craziest part is UConn shot 5 for 23 from three-point range in this game. They did not shoot the ball particularly well. They didn't shoot their free throws very well. They missed 5 of those. They missed 18 threes. They were 43% from the field in total. But when it came down to it, Mullins hit a 35-foot bomb to win the game for the University of Connecticut, sending them to the Final Four and eliminating the team that a lot of people had winning the whole thing, Duke University. What a crazy, unbelievable game. Crazy comeback for UConn, and the shot at the end is going to go down in history as one of the best, craziest shots of March Madness. Absolutely wild. Other game that went on was Tennessee and Michigan. Okay. By the way, this is the haircut. I mean, it's not. It looks a lot better in person. I mean, it's not bad now, but like it's just a little bit of. I don't think it's bad. We're just gonna have the hat on, but actually, it's not that bad. It looks better in person. Okay, it looks better because it's also at an angle. So that's just so you know, it's like it's not bad. It's like, in person, it's really good. It's not a flattering angle from here. So we're wearing the hat today. I like hats. I just wear my hats more. And it's not like I just pull it out to hide it. Like I've been wearing hats, consistently over the past couple of weeks. Let's get back to the basketball though. 95-62, Michigan crushed Tennessee. Big blowout. So not much to talk about in that one. And then I forgot to mention from Saturday, Arizona beat Purdue and Illinois beat Iowa, meaning that on April 4th, next Saturday, the Final Four will happen. Illinois versus UConn. And Michigan and Arizona. So two very good games. I don't know much about it, but we're on spring break right now, so we'll have Grant on and we'll have some people on to talk about the game. Let's go over to baseball now because it's a big day for baseball. Big day yesterday for baseball. Here are some of the scores. The Royals beat the Braves 4-1. We're still trying to get we're still trying to get this down. We're still trying to get because we only did baseball for a month, like regular season baseball. We didn't touch it on other teams that much, so we're trying to iron this out here. But the winning pitcher for the Royals was Seth Lugo, 6 1/3 scoreless. The losing pitcher was Grant Holmes, for the Braves. He went 5-3 run, and Lucas Erceg got the save. That's the interesting thing, because Carlos Estevez was, probably still is, the closer for the Kansas City Royals, but he blew the save on Saturday, and so they turned to Erceg. Estevez led the league in saves last year, so I don't think that would be too much of a problem. I'm sure it was just one bad game, but they weren't taking any chances. They went with Erceg, and he closed it out for them. So the Royals beat the Braves 4-1. The Orioles beat the Twins 8-6. Pete Alonso got his first RBI for the Baltimore Orioles. The winning pitcher in this game was Garcia. The losing pitcher was Mick Abel, and the save went to Ryan Helsley. Starting pitcher was Shane Baz, who was okay, four earned over 5 1/3. Billy Ober, 3 earned over 4, started for the Twins. I think that's what we're gonna try and do. We're gonna say this. We're gonna say win, loss, save, and the starters if they got a no decision. The Rangers beat the Phillies 8-3. The winning pitcher was Mackenzie Gore, struck out 7 over 2, 5 1/3. The losing pitcher was Jesus Luzardo, who struck out 7 over 6 innings, gave up 6 runs, all earned. Not the best start there. Nemo hit a home run. Andrew McCutchen hit a home run. Andrew McCutchen, I did not know he was on the Rangers, but he's playing pretty well. Unk still got it. The Blue Jays beat the Athletics 5-2. Winning pitcher Eric Lauer struck out 9 over 5 1/3, gave up 2. The loss went to Luis Morales, gave up 5 earned runs over 4 1/3, struck out 5. Save went to Hoffman, able to lock that down. Springer hit a dinger. That rhymed unintentionally. Jesus Sanchez hit a home run. Kazuma Okamoto hit his first home run in the big leagues. Blue Jays win 5-2 over the Athletics. The Reds beat the Red Sox 3-2. Winning pitcher was Brock Burke. Winning pitcher Brock Burke. The losing pitcher was Garrett Weissert, who blew the save. Well, blew the save in the 6th inning. I don't like how they do that. That's stupid. Emilio Pagan locked down the save. Starter for the Reds was Rhett Lauder. I knew that one. 2 earned runs over 5 innings, struck out 5. And Connolly Early made the start for the Red Sox. 1 earned run over 5 1/3, struck out 6. Good game from the youngin there. The Marlins walked off the Colorado Rockies 4-3 yesterday. Winning pitcher was Peterson. Victor Vodnik gave up the walk-off home run and blew the save. This is a real blown save. Gave up the 2 earned runs over an inning. Starter for the Rockies, Jose Quintana, 2 earned runs over 4 1/3. And Max Meyer went 5 innings, struck out 5, 3 earned runs. Owen Casey hit the walk-off home run for the Marlins, and we'll have to see how Edward Cabrera pitches this year, but Owen Casey from the WBC and in the Marlins' first 3 games, he looks like a dog. He looks like a great prospect, and the Marlins are 3-0 for the first time since 2009. The Pirates beat the Mets in extra innings again. The winning pitcher in this game was Dennis Santana. The losing pitcher was Lovelady. And Urquidy got the save. Mlodzinski, 4 1/3, 2 earned runs, struck out 8. Nice start. McLean gave up 2 earned runs over 5, struck out 8 in this one. And the Pirates win in extra innings. 1-2 are the Pirates, 2-1 are the Mets. Astros beat the Angels 9-7. Emai's first start in the bigs. A little bit of control issues. 2 2/3, 4 earned runs, 4 strikeouts, 4 walks, 3 hits. Kochanowicz started for the Angels, and he gave up 6 runs, 5 earned over 4, and struck out 3. The win went to Blue Ball, the loss went to Pomeranz, and the save went to King because Hader is on the IL. 9-7 final score. The Brewers had a big rally, 6 runs in the bottom of the 8th inning to beat the Chicago White Sox 9-7. Christian Yelich pinch hit 3-run bomb to go up in this one. The winning pitcher was Jacob. I hope it's Jacob. Jake Woodford, And the loss went to Anthony Dominguez. Win Trevor McGill, who is a dog. Uribe did not pitch them. Brandon Sproat started for the Brewers, his first start for the Brew Crew. He went 3 innings, gave up 7 earned, struck out 3, gave up 3 homers. And then Kay started for the White Sox, gave up 2 earned runs on 4 2/3, struck out 5. The Rays beat the Cardinals 11-7. Lots of scoring in this series win. Steven Matz, who was the starter, 5 innings, 4 earned runs, 2 strikeouts. The loss went to Dustin May, gave up 6 earned runs on 10 hits over 4. Yandy Diaz went 5 for 6 yesterday with 4 RBIs. Jonathan Aranda, 3 for 6 with 2 RBIs. Man, that's a lot of hits for Tampa Bay. The Nationals beat the Cubs by a final score of 6-3. Winning pitcher was Jake Irvin, struck out 7 over 5 strong innings, 2 earned runs. The loss went to Imanaga, who also struck out 7 over 5. He gave up 4 earned runs. And Beater got the save. Pretty surprising that the Nationals won the series against the Cubs. It's pretty surprising. And on Sunday Night Baseball, the first one of the year, the Mariners shut out the Guardians 8-0. Emerson Hancock gave up no runs, no hits, just 1 walk over 6 strong innings and struck out 9. The loss went to Slade Ciccone, 6 earned runs over 4 1/3, struck out 5, and the 3 inning save went to Cooper Criswell. Brendan Donovan hit another home run. What about DeLauder? Did DeLauder go deep? No, he did not, surprisingly. One second. All right, that's baseball. Some stand-up performances. Obviously, Yandy, and then Hancock was great. I also want to highlight Colson Montgomery, 2 for 3, 5 RBIs and a home run. I'm pretty high on him. And then Lugo was nice as well. Joey Wiemer is 6 for 6 with 2 home runs. OPS of 3.333. That is bananas. Also, Murakami went deep again. All right, we'll hit the show on the road. Let's talk about today. Let's preview all the matchups before we get to the Giants game. We got the Twins and the Royals. We got Chris Bubich going up against Simeon Woods Richardson in the Royals home opener. We got the Rangers and the Orioles. Jack Leiter going up against Chris Bassett. Nats, Phillies. You got Foster Griffin against Taijuan Walker. The White Sox and the Marlins. You got Davis Martin going up against Chris Paddock. The Pirates and the Reds. You got Ashcraft going up against Chase Burns, making his season debut. People really high on Chase Burns and the Reds rotation. We'll see how they do. Tomoyuki Sagano gets to start for the Rockies against the Blue Jays, who are starting Cody Ponce. The A's and the Braves, Jacob Lopez going up against Bryce Elder. The Rays and the Brewers, Nick Martinez for Tampa Bay. Kyle Harrison makes his Brewers debut. Love Harry. Ryan Johnson for the Angels and Chicago against Edward Cabrera and the Cubs. Edward Cabrera making his Cubs debut. Mets, Cardinals, Holmes for the Mets, Lehigh for the Cardinals, Leahy. Rangers, Suarez makes his Red Sox debut going up against the Houston Astros, who start Lance McCullers, who's been there forever. Yankees, Mariners in Seattle, Ryan Weathers for the Yankees, and Luis Castillo for the Mariners. Guardians, Dodgers, Parker Messick for Cleveland, Roki Sasaki, a lot of eyes on him, makes the start for LA. And the Tigers are in Arizona to play the D-backs. Justin Verlander makes his Tigers, not his Tigers debut, but his Tigers season debut, but his first game for the Tigers since 2016, which was 10 years ago. That feels right, but it also doesn't feel like 10 years ago. It felt like more like 6 or 7 years, not 10 that he went to the Astros. Soroka for the Diamondbacks, and the San Francisco Giants in San Diego to take on the Padres. Changes to the lineup. It looks a little bit different. Do I like it? I don't know. It's interesting. We'll be starting Landon Roop, who, if you've been watching the show consistently, you'll know that I think Landon Roop is going to make the All Star team this year. I am super high on Landon Roop. 1 second, people. All right, Landon Roop. He's got the sinker. The curveball is his biggest weapon, but he's also added the changeup and the cutter, and he's got the four seam going. He's got all five pitches working. I really am expecting great things from him this year, and I can't wait to see what he's got. I'm just itching to get out there, like I'm on the team. I'm itching to see the Giants play again because, man, those 3 games, man, they were bad. They were really, really bad, and it's like historically bad start to a season. Like 1 run over 3 full games is just abysmal. Um, and they gotta win a game. They gotta win a game here. It is a very tough team at the Padres, but just just do something, right? It's like the meme with the guy poking the thing with the stick. Like just do something. And I mean, we've pitched well, with the exception of Logan Webb's outing. We've pitched pretty well, and so, but the offense has not been great. Well, the offense has been terrible. But I mean, what's the next point here? Um, yeah, I don't know where it's gonna pick up. It's just weird though because this is the best offense we've had on paper for a very long time, and they look like little leaguers out there. It just felt wrong. The whole series felt wrong. The Yankees pitchers were just so good, and we couldn't do anything against it. I just want to see us be more aggressive. Whether that's swinging earlier in the count, it just kind of feels like we're getting into 2 strike counts a lot, and we're on the back foot. It feels like we're on the back foot a lot. I think that means getting in more advantageous counts. I think it means, hunting select pitches. And obviously, you always want to try and do that. But I mean, we looked very, very bad against the Yankees. Hopefully, we can play better in this series. We got to get some wins here. In order to make the playoffs, you have to be above 500 right now. We're 3 games below 500. It's a long way away. The playoffs are, but 0-3 does not look good. We looked terrible. Everyone is thinking that Tony Vitello is just a failure, I guess. I mean, so far, it's like, I mean, can you blame him? It's very early in the season, but a win would go a long way for confidence, for morale, just to stop some of the clamoring. If we lose this game, if we get shut out, well, every time we get shut out, every time we lose a game, it will get worse and worse and worse. We need the runs. It's got to, I don't know, maybe changing the lineup will help. Here's what it looks like. Adames hits first. Devers, Ramos, who's hitting 300. He's definitely our hottest hitter right now. Luis Arias will hit fourth, Chapman fifth, Lee sixth, Bader seventh, Bailey eight, Schmidt nine. I mean, he's looking at the batting averages. I mean, it is not pretty. Bailey and Schmidt don't have a hit yet. Adames is hitting under one. And I mean, it's a long season here, but I mean, yeah, I don't know what else there's to say. I mean, we really need a win. We really need a win against the division rival. That'll be even better. We really need to win a game here, and we need to look good while doing it. So for the Padres, they'll be starting Walker Buehler. He makes his Padres debut, signed late into the spring. Maybe he's still warming up. We can get on him about that. Here's the lineup for the Padres. It's Cronenworth hitting first, Tatis, Machado, Merrill, Bogarts, Sheets, Laureano, Castellanos, and Campusano. Let's talk about the key to the game. I think the key to the game is knowing that the San Diego Padres have an outstanding bullpen featuring guys like, Mason Miller, the best closer in baseball, Morahone. They got a lot of good guys in that bullpen. And I want to not have to face them. I mean, I think the key to the game is attacking early because the Padres have such a good bullpen with Mason Miller in the back as the closer. We have to jump on the starter early. We have to jump on Walker Buehler early. We have to score runs early in the game, get out to a lead, because if we're trailing and we're struggling like the first 3 games and Mason Miller walks out of that bullpen with Korn playing, it's over. We cannot let him come out for a save situation. We have to be up. We have to get out early. We have to attack early and score runs early to build confidence, because the longer we go without scoring runs, we just will get more demoralized. We gotta score runs here. We gotta win this game. It'd be so big if we win this game. We gotta win this game. Yesterday, the Warriors lost to the Nuggets 116-93. Thunder beat the Knicks. The Warriors are locked in to the play-in. Okay, we knew it was gonna happen. Let's talk hockey. Let's do something more exciting here. Let's talk hockey. Let's get positive. All right, the games from yesterday. The Canadiens beat the Hurricanes, big game in the East. The Bruins beat the Blue Jackets. The Rangers beat the Panthers. The Flyers beat the Stars in overtime, and the Devils beat the Blackhawks. But here's the big game: the Tampa Bay Lightning won against the Nashville Predators. Final score 3-2, moves the Lightning into first in the East. But that is very important. But more importantly for the Sharks, it means that we can gain a big game here on Nashville because they lost yesterday. If the Sharks can win this game today against the St. Louis Blues, we will be 2 points out of the final wild card spot in the Western Conference with 9 games to go. That is incredible to hear. I also think I am cautiously optimistic about this because the Sharks just snapped their 6-game losing streak. That doesn't mean that all the problems are magically solved, but with that extra motivation of knowing we could be within a game of Nashville, I think that can spark something here. I think it can spark some great play against the Blues, who are tied with us in points. They are 7-3 in the last 10 games. Okay, that's not looking good then. That means the Blues are also 2 games or 2 points or 4 points back. It means the Blues are also 4 points back of the Predators. I did not realize that. That is not good. I did not know the Blues were playing good hockey. The Blues have won every meeting so far in this matchup. So you might think that does not look good for the Sharks. It doesn't look good for the Sharks. However, who cares, right? It's going to be at the Shark Tank. It's going to be loud because we have something worth fighting for again. We have a realistic shot at the playoff. If we win this game, we move into a tie with Seattle, 1 point back of LA, 2 points back of Nashville. It's doable, okay? And a win here would guarantee us those 2 points because Nashville lost yesterday. In addition to Saturday, where Nashville also lost and we won. So we already gained 2 there. We can gain another 2 here. And then Nashville plays next on Wednesday. No, Tuesday? Or do they have 2 off days? 2 off days. So this will be big because let's just throw out some big ifs. If we win today and we win on Wednesday, then we will be in a tie with the Nashville Predators on Thursday, where we both play. That's a big if. Plus, we have the Ducks on Wednesday. But today is such a key game for the Sharks. If we win this game, we'll be a win back. So what's going to be the key? I think the first line is the key. We've had trouble creating good offensive chances. We've had plenty of chances. We've gotten a lot of shots. But just quality chances are something we're kind of lacking in. So what I want to see is the first line, Celebrini, Smith, and now Chernyshov, just ball out today. and create great chances. I want to see a ton of points come in there. I want to see us out shooting them by a ton. And I would like to see some power plays goals as well. I also think Askarov's going to have to be good. He has not been, you know, the last time we played the Blues was on the 26th, so quite recently. What? Oh man, I forgot about that game. We could have used that one. Um, this is his first game coming back from that injury. You know, he hasn't been like great as of late. I mean, most of the 2 wins in this like stretch to goes going back to the Olympic break is he gave up 4 and 5 goals, so he hasn't been like outstanding. This is a game where he needs to lock in and play well. Other games around the league, we'll move on to kind of fast, whatever. Golden Knights and Canucks, Ducks, Maple Leafs, Avs, Flames, Islanders, Penguins. Big, big game. Big game. So we got a couple big games. We got the Giants and we got the Sharks both playing at the same time. Gonna be kind of hard to watch that, but we will watch them both. So that's gonna do it for today's 201st episode of the Nick Watkins Show. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for watching. Drop a comment down below. Drop a like, especially, and subscribe. If you're on Spotify, follow and share. Everyone share. Thank you everyone for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.